Hello, family, and welcome back to the Ebony Odyssey. My name is Jermaine Golong, and I am a servant of the Most High God. I really appreciate you coming along, and as always, enjoy the journey. Today's topic is watch what you say in Africa. The scripture I'm reading this morning is Proverbs 10, verse 32. And the scripture reads, "The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh frowardness." And so, family, you get into a lot of situations here in Africa. You know, you're learning the language, you're new. And so you're just speaking and you're trying to interact with the community as best you can. And they're also going to speak with you and interact with you the best way they can. But to know what is acceptable. Now, here, they have a misrepresentation of us as the American diaspora, specifically the African American diaspora. So they had this understanding because the only interactions they have is, you know, what they see on TV and, you know, what they have seen in movies. And so with this perception, we are violent. We use a lot of profanity. We don't know how to conduct ourselves. We are easily offended. We are, you know, loud. and so, you know, you could be offended by, you know, these characteristics if, you know, this was you, but it's not us. And oftentimes, you know, I ask them, do I act this way? And they're like, no. And I was like, none of us do. Those are movies. That is TV. All Americans aren't violent. All Americans aren't loud, you know, or use profanity or like to start conflict. And, you know, me thinking about how I will respond and not just blurting the first thing that comes to my mind, like, hey, you know, well, you know, you guys are only this or you guys are only that, or, you know, people come from a place of hurt. They're quick to react. But me, I'm not coming from that place of hurt. I'm coming from that place of understanding that they don't understand who we are. Every day I know they're watching me, you know, to see how I'm going to act and to see how I'm going to conduct myself. But to know how to speak every morning is something that I learned growing up in Mississippi. So I take that time out as I walk up and down the road, as I'm riding, as I see people coming back and forth in front of the business. I'm taking that time out to say good morning. I'm taking that time out to ask about the children. I'm taking that time out to ask how is work going. Because that's what's acceptable. Not, it's none of your business, or, you know, why don't you mind your own business, or don't talk to me, or, you know, that is the kind of mentality that I said is not necessary here in Africa. The mentality of, good morning, neighbor, how are you? How did you sleep? You know, how are things going? How is your business? You know, the things that everyone goes through here, you know, to ask about those things, you know, just on a daily, and just to say, hey, in the morning. That's something that you do on the daily here. And so you have to just be mindful of what you're saying here in Africa, because some people are going to say something to you. It's like, hey, I've never seen, you know, a nice, gentle person like you. I've never seen a loving, caring person like you. That's the day that I'm waiting for, because then I'll know I'm getting closer to Christ. His likeness and his image, right? I know I'm walking in that type of light when they say, oh, this guy right here, he loves, he cares, he's always doing. You know, that's the kind of walk I'm trying to have over here. And, it starts with the tongue. Don't let your tongue run rampant and destroy relationships, destroy friendships, destroy, all types of things that could possibly come about. I definitely understand this because let me give you this quick scenario. I'm trying to do a couple of things, and, I have people that's in the way here, and I got people that's in the way there. And knowing that they don't understand who I am makes me have to have more grace in understanding who they are. Because they may think a certain thing or feel a certain type of way when I don't have that intention. So all I can do is be gracious and kind to them, say good morning to them, extend a hand when I can to them, and just, allow them to come to judgment for who I am and who God has, molded to this point. So, And the second part of that verse, what does it say? It says, but the mouth of the wicked speak forwardness. Forwardness. Wow, that's a good word right there. And I get this old version of the Bible, the Apocryphal version, because I just like the wording. It's a little bit more pronounced. It makes you really think about what you're going to say. And that forward word means to habitually dispose or to disobedience and opposition. So it's habitually disposed to disobedience and opposition. And man, you think about that. People who want to fight with you for every little point. Man, you see, you can look up and you can see what's going on around you now. And people are disobedient and they're in opposition to anything somebody could say, even if you may be on the same side as them, even if you can come from a place of understanding, but you have a different view. They're in opposition to that. And they are ready to come at you. Right? And they're coming at you quick. They don't want to think about what they're saying. They want to say what they're saying and make you understand their point of view. Bless them. Extend grace to them. Love them. Because that's all we can really do going forward. Everybody's not going to believe how we believe, and everybody isn't going to have the mental fortitude not to blurt out everything that comes into their mind. So, family, as always, I appreciate you for listening. And as always, enjoy the journey.